So we come to the eighth section of the middleweight history. So, where are we? So, yes, Hector Velasco from Argentina beats Andras Galfi. He was from Hungary, actually, in Buenos Aires. So we go from here. So September the 21st, sorry, September the 13th even. September the 13th. 2003. Felix Sturm from Germany wins on points against Hector Velasco. He's from Argentina in Berlin, Germany. And then December the 20th, 2003, Felix Sturm wins on points over 12 rounds against Ruben Varane Fernandez from Spain, over 12 rounds on points in Kiel, Germany. Then June the 5th, 2004, Oscar De La Hoya from US wins on points over 12 rounds over Felix Sturm. On points over 12 rounds against Felix Sturm in Las Vegas, Nevada. And Oscar De La Hoya then fought Bernard Hopkins in a WBA, WBC, WBO and IBF unification fight on September the 18th, 2004. Oscar De La Hoya, 6-time world champ. So, here he is at middleweight. IBF and WBC titles, April the 14th, 2001. Bernard Hopkins wins on points over Keith Holmes, over 12 rounds on points in New York. And that's in an IBF and WBC unification fight. Then you've got IBF, WBC and WBA titles. September the 29th, 2001, Bernard Hopkins wins in the wins in the 12th round over Felix Trinidad. Referee stops the fight. That was in New York, 29th of September. That was 2001. And then you got February 2002. Bernard Hopkins wins in the 10th round against Carl Daniels. Referee stops the fight in the 10th round, and that was in Reading, Pennsylvania, I think. March the 29th, 2003, Bernard Hopkins wins in the 8th round by retirement against Murad Haka from France in Philadelphia. Then December the 13th, 2003, Bernard Hopkins wins on points over 12 rounds against William Joppy. Wins on points over 12 rounds against William Joppy in Atlantic City, New Jersey. So June the 5th, 2004, Bernard Hopkins wins on points over Robert Allen from the US in Las Vegas, Nevada. Lovely. So Bernard Hopkins beats Carl Daniels in the 10th round, Murad Haka from France in the 8th, and beats both William Joppy and Robert Allen on points over 12 rounds. So here we go. WBC, WBA and IBF and WBO titles 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the undisputed, I'm sure. Yeah, that is the undisputed. And then they're the major titles anyway. September the 18th, 2004, Bernard Hopkins wins in the 9th round by KO against Oscar De La Hoya, hitting him with some evil body shots there. That was in Las Vegas, Nevada. And again, that was a unification fight. Yeah, it's got it there. IBF, WBA, WBC, WBO unification fight. Yeah, undisputed title. And why they didn't just put that, but hey ho. February the 19th, 2005, Bernard Hopkins beats Howard Eastman over 12 rounds on points. That was in Los Angeles. And then you've got 16th of July 2005, Jermaine Taylor wins on points over 12 rounds against Bernard Hopkins in Las Vegas. Taylor was stripped of the IBF title, and then the WBC, WBA and WBO titles. We have December the 3rd, 2005, Jermaine Taylor wins on points over Bernard Hopkins. Over 12 rounds on points. Again, and that was in Las Vegas, Nevada. Taylor lost the recognition of the WBA champion. Let's just change position. Yes, so from here. So WBC and WBO titles, just them two together. June 17th, 2006, Jermaine Taylor draws with Ronald Winky White in Memphis, Tennessee. And then December the 9th, 2006, Jermaine Taylor wins on points over 12 rounds against Kazim Umar from Uganda in Little Rock, Kansas. May the 19th, 2007, Jermaine Taylor wins on points over Corey Spinks, one of the Spinks family, from the US in Memphis, Tennessee. September the 29th, 2007, Kelly Pavic wins in the 7th round. The referee stops the fight against Jermaine Taylor, Atlantic City, New Jersey. And then the 7th of June, 2008, Kelly Pavlik wins in the 3rd round. Referee stops the fight against Gary Lockett from Wales, Atlantic City, New Jersey. February 21st, 2009, Kelly Pavlik wins in the 9th round by retirement against Marco Antonio Rubio from Mexico in Youngstown, Ohio, Mancini country. December the 19th, 2009, Kelly Pavlik wins in the 5th round. Referee stops the fight against Miguel Angel Espino from the US in Youngstown, Ohio. The WBC sanctions interim title fights as follows. So, on the 11th of July, 2009, Sebastian Zibik from Germany wins on points over 12 rounds against Domenico Spada from Italy in Nuremberg, Germany. December the 19th, 2009, Sebastian Zibik wins on points over 12 rounds against Emanuele Della Rosa from Italy. That's in Schwerin in Germany. Now, April the 17th, 2010, Sergio Martinez wins on points over 12 rounds against Kelly Pavlik, Atlantic City, New Jersey. And then Martinez was stripped of the WBO title while he decided which weight to campaign in. He also held the WBC light middleweight title. So yeah, so we go just for the WBA title here. So we've got November the 20th, 2010, Sergio Martinez wins by KO against Paul Williams in the second round, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Again, Paul Williams would later be in a bad motorcycle accident, end up paralysed. So, yeah, it's a crying shame that. A talented, rangy guy. So, July the 31st, 2010, Sebastian Zabik wins on points over 12 rounds against Sebastian Hieland from Argentina in Hamburg, Germany. In January 2011, WBC made Martinez their champion in Emeritus, and Zabik was upgraded to full champion. So, June the 4th, 2011, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. from Mexico wins on points over 12 rounds against Sebastian Zabik in Los Angeles. And then November the 19th, 2011, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. wins in the 5th round by referee stopping the fight against Peter Manfredo from the US. Again, he competed in the Contender Series on television. Yeah, and that's in Houston, Texas. February the 4th, 2012, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. wins on points over 12 rounds against Marco Antonio Rubio in San Antonio, Texas. Then on June the 16th, 2012, Julio Cesar Chavez wins in the 7th round by referee stopping the fight against Andy Lee from Ireland. Again, trained with the Kronk, Andy Lee. That was in El Paso, Texas. Then September the 15th, 2012, Sergio Martinez wins on points over 12 rounds against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in Las Vegas, Nevada, the son of Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. That's for the WBC sanctioned. The WBC sanctioned the following for the WBC Diamond Belt. So the Diamond Belt, again, I think that was about when Mayweather fought McGregor, the Diamond Belt. I'm not too sure there, but hey ho. So March the 12th, 2011, Sergio Martinez wins in the 8th round. Referee stops the fight against Sehi Zinzirik. Probably butchering the name there. Zinzirik there. Sehi Zinzirik, and that was in Mashantucket. So, October the 1st, 2011, Sergio Martinez wins by KO in 11th round against Darren Barker, England. It's a good boxing commentator now. That was in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Sergio Martinez beats Darren Barker by KO in 11th round. So we go, March the 17th, 2012, Sergio Martinez wins the 11th round by retirement in New York. Title. Yeah, so we got October the 1st, 2011, Sergio Martinez wins the WBA title, by the way. Wins against Darren Barker in the 11th round. We got that one. And then we've got March the 17th, 2012, Sergio Martinez wins the 11th round by retirement against Matthew Macklin, the British fighter, in New York. Then we got the WBO title. Martinez was stripped of the WBO title. Now, July the 7th, 2010. Again, this is another guy had to retire very early in his career through injuries. Dmitry Pirog, which is a crying shame because he had a lot of talent. Dmitry Pirog, on July the 17th, 2010, Dmitry Pirog from Russia wins in the 5th round. Referee stops the fight against Danny Jacobs from in Las Vegas, Nevada. And then March the 26th, 2011, Dmitry Pirog wins on points over 12 rounds against Javier Francisco Marcil from Argentina, and that was in Ekaterinburg in Russia. That was in September the 25th, 2011, Dmitry Pirog wins in the 10th round by retirement against Gennady Gennady Martirosyan from Russia. And he wins by in the 10th round by retirement. I'm not sure I got our first name wrong there, but again, I'm just reading it from the book. So that's Krasnodar, Russia, that's in. And then we got May the 1st, 2012. Dmitry Pirog wins on points over 12 rounds against Nobuhiro Ishida from Japan in Moscow, Russia. The WBO sanctioned the following for the vacant interim title. So, Hassan Dam, Nick Jikam from France. Right long-winded name there. Hassan Dam and Jikam from France wins on points over Max Bursak from the Ukraine, and that's in Levallois-Perret, France. Pirog was stripped for boxing WBA champion Gennady Golovkin, and Hassan Dam Jikam was upgraded to full champion. Pirog was stripped for boxing WBA champion Gennady Golovkin. So, October the 20th, 2012, Peter Quillin wins on points against Hassan Dam and Jikam from France in New York. Then April the 27th, 2013, Peter Quillin wins in the 7th round, referee stops contest in Brooklyn, New York. Then October the 26th, 2013, Peter Quillin wins in the 10th round, referee stops the fight against Gabriel Rosado from the USA in Atlantic City, New Jersey. April the 19th, 2014, Peter Quillin wins on points over 12 rounds against Lucas Konechny. He was in Czechoslovakia, I'm sure he was. I remember watching that fight. High guard he had, nice high guard, had a lot of amateur fights. And it was in Washington, D.C. Quillin vacated the title, so he finished in the last one, December the 13th, 1914, and the Gronk-trained Andy Lee from Ireland wins in the 6th round. Referee stops the fight against Matt Korobov from Russia in Las Vegas, Nevada, for the vacant WBO title. And we got the WBA next. That's the end there of the 8th part. Bang.